As BTS prepares for its highly anticipated return as a complete group, attention has once again turned to the individual members, particularly Jungkook. Known for his dedication, discipline, and relentless pursuit of excellence, Jungkook has recently offered rare insight into how seriously he is preparing himself for the next chapter of BTS's journey. In a recent interview, Jungkook spoke openly about his current lifestyle, revealing a strict approach to physical health, diet, and daily routine. His words did not sound dramatic or performative. Instead, they reflected quiet determination, an artist deliberately shaping his body and mind for the demands ahead. With BTS reportedly planning a comeback album around March 2026, Jungkook's revelations provide a meaningful glimpse into the level of preparation taking place behind the scenes. Jungkook's approach to health is not sudden. However, the clarity with which he now describes his routine suggests a conscious decision to enter a period of heightened discipline. In his interview, Jungkook emphasized that maintaining his physical condition has become a priority. Rather than relying on short-term training or temporary dieting, he has adopted habits that require consistency, patience, and mental control. This discipline reflects not only physical goals, but also a professional mindset, one shaped by years of performing on the world's biggest stages and understanding what it takes to sustain that level. One of the most notable revelations from Jungkook's interview was his decision to follow a one-meal-a-day, or OMAD, eating pattern. According to Jungkook, this approach allows him to better control his food intake. Rather than eating multiple times throughout the day, he focuses on a single, intentional meal. He explained that this habit has changed his relationship with food in a positive way. By eating once a day, Jungkook said he has learned to appreciate food more deeply. Meals no longer feel routine or automatic. Instead, they become moments of satisfaction and gratitude. Importantly, Jungkook did not frame this approach as extreme. Instead, he described it as a personal method that helps him stay mindful, disciplined, and in tune with his body. Diet alone is not the foundation of Jungkook's health regimen. Exercise plays an equally important role. In the interview, Jungkook shared that his workouts are varied rather than repetitive. His routine includes activities such as badminton, bowling, jogging, and other forms of training. This diversity helps keep his body active while also preventing mental fatigue. Rather than focusing solely on intense gym workouts, Jungkook's approach reflects balance. Sports like badminton and bowling allow him to stay active while also enjoying the process. Jogging provides cardiovascular benefits, while other exercises support strength and endurance. This variety suggests a long-term mindset, one that prioritizes sustainability over short bursts of intensity. Another key point Jungkook addressed was his decision to avoid habits that could negatively affect his health. He specifically mentioned avoiding alcohol, reinforcing his commitment to maintaining physical clarity and consistency. For an artist preparing for a major comeback, this choice reflects awareness of how lifestyle decisions impact performance, recovery, and focus. Jungkook's comments were straightforward. He did not moralize or criticize others. Instead, he simply stated that avoiding such habits aligns with his personal goals and priorities at this stage of his career. Beyond diet and exercise, Jungkook also highlighted the importance of environment. He expressed a preference for working out in calm, quiet settings without distractions. This choice suggests that his health routine is not just about physical conditioning, but also about mental clarity. A peaceful environment allows Jungkook to focus fully on his movements, breathing, and internal rhythm. For an artist known for precision and emotional control, this mental focus is just as important as physical strength. For Jungkook, maintaining physical health is not framed as a personal obsession, but as a professional responsibility. As a global artist preparing to return to full-scale group activities, Jungkook understands that stamina, endurance, and consistency are essential. Touring schedules, rehearsals, recording sessions, and promotional activities place enormous physical demands on performers. His disciplined lifestyle reflects an awareness of those realities. Rather than reacting late in the process, Jungkook appears to be preparing early, conditioning his body long before official promotions begin. This proactive approach highlights maturity and long-term planning. The upcoming BTS album, planned for release around March 2026, carries unique significance. It will mark BTS's first full group project following the members' military service, a milestone moment not only for the group but for their global audience. Expectations are high, and Jungkook's health regimen reflects an understanding of that pressure. By prioritizing discipline now, Jungkook positions himself to fully meet the physical and emotional demands of this historic comeback. His preparation is not isolated. It aligns with the collective responsibility shared by all members returning to the spotlight together. Jungkook's preference for calm, undisturbed workout environments reveals an important aspect of his mindset. Physical training, for him, is also mental training. Quiet spaces allow for concentration, self-awareness, and rhythm, qualities essential for both athletic performance and musical expression. This connection between body and mind suggests that Jungkook's routine is not simply about appearance or strength. It is about maintaining balance, focus, and emotional stability ahead of a demanding period. One of the most striking elements of Jungkook's interview is moderation. Although his routine is strict, it is not described as extreme. He does not mention excessive training, rigid restrictions, or unhealthy pressure. Instead, his words emphasize control, intention, and awareness. By choosing one meal a day, varied physical activity, and avoiding alcohol, Jungkook demonstrates discipline without dramatization. This balanced tone reinforces the authenticity of his approach. Jungkook's lifestyle choices also reflect respect for his body's limits. Rather than pushing himself recklessly, his routine appears designed to maintain longevity. Sports like badminton and bowling offer movement without constant strain, while jogging supports endurance. This balance is crucial for an artist planning sustained activity rather than short-term performance. Jungkook's approach suggests he is preparing not just for one album, but for a long return cycle. Following Jungkook's interview, fans responded with widespread support and understanding. Many expressed appreciation for his honesty and discipline, viewing his routine as a sign of responsibility rather than concern. Fans highlighted his emphasis on mindfulness and balance, noting that he did not encourage imitation, simply shared his personal choices. The response underscores a growing maturity in fan discourse, one that prioritizes health awareness over sensationalism. Jungkook's openness strengthens trust between him and his audience. By sharing details about his lifestyle without exaggeration, he invites understanding rather than speculation. This transparency reinforces the bond built over years of shared experiences between BTS and their fans. Trust, in this context, becomes part of the comeback narrative. Fans feel reassured that Jungkook is preparing thoughtfully and responsibly. Over time, Jungkook's dedication to health has become part of his broader artistic identity. Performance excellence requires physical readiness, and Jungkook's discipline supports his reputation as a reliable and consistent performer. His approach reflects professionalism shaped by experience rather than image. This identity aligns naturally with BTS's long-standing emphasis on sincerity and self-awareness. Jungkook's decision to avoid alcohol and distractions highlights another dimension of preparation. In an industry filled with constant stimulation, choosing restraint allows clarity. This choice supports both physical recovery and mental focus, key elements during intense creative and rehearsal periods. Rather than framing this as sacrifice, Jungkook presents it as alignment with his goals. The planned release of BTS's comeback album around March 2026 gives Jungkook's preparation a clear timeline. This target provides structure and motivation. Every habit, diet, exercise, rest connect to a shared destination. For fans, this timeline transforms abstract anticipation into tangible expectation. Major comebacks are often associated with spectacle, but Jungkook's story highlights the quiet work behind the scenes. There are no dramatic reveals or public countdowns in his preparation. Instead, there is routine, discipline, and patience. This contrast emphasizes how meaningful performances are built long before they reach the stage. As BTS prepares to reunite fully, Jungkook's preparation also supports group cohesion.
A healthy individual strengthens the collective. His discipline contributes not only to his own readiness, but to the group's overall performance standard. This perspective reinforces BTS's long-standing emphasis on teamwork and shared responsibility. Jungkook's lifestyle choices reflect a model of sustainability. Rather than pursuing short-term intensity, he prioritizes habits that can be maintained. This sustainability is critical for artists returning after long breaks, ensuring both performance quality and personal well-being. While anticipation surrounding BTS's comeback continues to grow, Jungkook's calm approach helps diffuse pressure. By focusing on daily discipline rather than external expectations, he centers his preparation on controllable factors. This mindset supports stability during periods of heightened attention. As BTS moves closer to their planned comeback, Jungkook's story stands as one of readiness rather than urgency. His disciplined routine reflects respect for his body, his craft, and his audience. Rather than rushing towards the spotlight, he prepares steadily for it. In doing so, Jungkook embodies the professionalism that has defined BTS's journey and sets a grounded tone for the group's long-awaited return.